Meg's career ends as two Hollywood packaging agents refuse her in a meeting with WME. Respect must come first. Exclusive news from Barkjack on Twitter. WME exec arranges meeting with two significant Hollywood packaging agents. WME ponders aloud, what does Meghan offer her fanbase? No one answers. Agent 1 isn't convinced. Respect has to come first. Hollywood is not convinced yet. Agent 1's correct. Respect has to come first. But she lost what little respect she had. Her stunts at the Invictus Games certainly didn't help. In fact, it's caused her more damage. WME are trying to put lipstick on a pig, and it's clearly not working. Now, politics is the next pusher for Meghan. So the desperation's starting to set in for WME, 5 months and nothing. That says a lot considering how big a talent agency they are. It's tragically apparent, Hollywood knows it. They can't force what isn't there. Heck, one can be beautiful or an okay actor, but there's a certain talent, willingness and appeal that's so sought after. If it's not there, then the door's closed and that's it. Meghan wants to be a global icon like Diana. She simply doesn't have the charisma and the charm to be famous just for existing, and this political future she imagines. She's far too thin-skinned to engage successfully in the political arena. Curious why WME wouldn't have immediately dumped her for the stunt because it implicated WME according to Women's Wear Daily June's story. It's occurred to me, thinking more in depth about what really went down with PR Blitz back in June, that Meghan was supposedly in talks with Dior for a mega brand deal. I couldn't help but wonder if WME's involved in playing the same underhanded PR game as Meghan when it comes to the Blitz manifestation attaching Meghan to Dior. According to The Sun, a Dior source came out and said there's no truth to the claims that she'll partner with the French fashion house. Also, a Dior insider said its team was nonplussed as to how the story came about. Nonplussed. Meaning they were surprised and confused how this story came about. So in other words, clearly they were not in talks with Meghan, or doubtful even Harry for that matter, because they would have said otherwise. So the question is, how did this story that was nothing but a massive lie come about? WME has a lot of high-profile clients, some of whom have signed lucrative endorsement deals with major companies. However, I don't recall ever reading a story anywhere that said some A-lister is in negotiations with some prestigious company or designer. The deals are always announced after they're signed, so I'm willing to bet that the story came from Meghan and not from WME. It's also an indicator that Meghan's churning out the embarrassing and tacky PR. I don't think a professional PR firm would constantly put out content that made their client a laughingstock and be able to stay in business. It's Meghan leaking these stories. Good chance in a meeting with her discussing her opportunities. They may have told her Dior is looking for a spokesperson, and Meghan in her infinite PR wisdom leaked this. She was trying to get a jump on the opportunity. Problem is, that's maybe not how PR works for high-end businesses. I wouldn't doubt WME has crisis meetings with her.